All right, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the cost of living comparison from Medellin to Miami and like literally the cost of living as in buying groceries. So, according to Numbeo, groceries prices in Miami, Florida are 137.5% higher than in Medellin. But in Medellin, there is a different system with Estratos. So, the higher the stratos, the more you pay, the less the stratos, the less you pay. So, for the sake of comparison, for an American family that would want to move to Colombia, what would that look like? And like, what are the stores that you buy from? So, um, let's talk about apples to apples. So, Costco has a company that is the same company but a different brand. In Colombia, it's called PriceMart, but in US, it's called Costco. And what I did is that I just wanted to look at a comparison, apples to apples, two different products, and what would it cost to buy the different things. And to my surprise, Costco USA and PriceMart are really exactly the same thing for the same amount of items. Like, no joke. um Even though certain things like avocados are way cheaper in Colombia, like, let's just compare for the sake of it. All right, 9,900 pesos if you do the currency exchange. 9,900 is $2.56 for the same amount of avocados, right? So in US you're paying $7.45. In Colombia you're paying $2.56. So, oh yeah, Colombia way cheaper. But then you look at things like, for example, let's look at the cat. You know, if you have a cat, you may relate, but like, um, arena para gatos, cat sand in Colombia is one 122,900. Let's do that. This would be $31. All right, but in US it costs $20 for the exact same thing. And then I look at things like Tide Pods, right? So let's look at Colombia. Tide Pods are 184,900 pesos. Holy moly, $47 when you in US you're paying 38. So I don't know about this. It definitely depends on where you're buying, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I even went a little bit further because I was like, okay, so what other brands we have? We have something called Euro, which is which sells also is like a, I don't know, Publix, or compared to Miami where we're from. And that's the thing, we live part-time Medellin, part-time Miami. So I'm just curious. I'm just very genuinely curious for the exact, or very comparably the exact same um basket that we buy, like mostly the exact same thing. I even, like, for example, in Euro you will never find the Clorox wipes, right? You just wouldn't. So compare, in comparison, which one I find here? So the Clorox wipes, I will not find them here. But then I found um like pañitos para limpiar. Like, I bought the same five pañitos. Let's see. So that's what I saw in difference. I did the same with Jumbo, which is another brand, and it was still significantly um less expensive than PriceMart, but more expensive than Euro. And then I did this. Well, I don't know if I did the exact same thing in Carulla because I didn't find all the items. But I was looking at all of this, trying to find out. Okay, how can I get an apples to apples comparison to the same mercado, the same grocery, U.S. and Colombia. So if you look at this, here, this is gonna be super funny. 1,900,000 sounds like a million, right? Sounds like a lot. It does sound like a lot. Okay, it's literally 271.40 cents. 271 and 52 cents. Dear Lord, I'm saving myself some cents. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of like a side by side comparison: Costco versus PriceMart versus Euro, and just let you guys judge for if you like to buy some groceries. Euro just got themselves some points in here, and definitely they have amazing stuff. Like the meats are great, the fruits are delicious. Um, but hey, PriceMart, my friend, I want you to come up with more competitive pricing here. And here's the other thing: I actually found that PriceMart is cheaper than Éxito. So just food for thought. All right, that's all for now. Besitos. Adios.